Be here to do this for you guys on an evening. It's great to be here. I think we're going to skip introductions since everybody's from totally different classes. So I don't think we need to do very much of that. Okay, so we're going to just launch right into this. We've got a couple of housekeeping things. Everybody signed up for Star of the Week in your respective class, right? Yes. Okay. Very good. Everybody knows about this weekend's triathlon. And everybody's gathering pledges and so on and so forth for triathlon. All right. And it is for ages young as they want to be out there to 8, I think. Is that right, Kelsey?
Yeah, I mean, I think if the sibs are, I don't know. I think if they have a sibling that wants to come, it's fine, right?
Right. We don't want to have big kids.
14-year-olds with
Right.
their big
I think 8 or 9 is plenty
Yeah.
old enough for that. Yes, that's what we generally say. All right, so we're on track with that. And everybody's had their slow start. And it was great. We've had great last couple of days with everybody in the classroom. It's been a lot of fun. It really has been fun. I'm looking forward to this year. Does everybody know who their class rep is?
No.
Okay, so red class is Erin Klein, and that's Erin's mama right over there. There. Yellow class is Mariah. She is right here. And blue class is Sarah McKnight, and she is not here. But you probably met Sarah if you came to the orientation. Okay, all your class reps are willing and able to talk with you and answer questions and help take care of things for you. Okay? All right, so that brings us to communication. How do we communicate with you? We talked about this a little bit the night of our orientation, but a couple of things I wanted to go over is our whiteboard that sits outside the classroom every day. I need you to take time to stop and make sure that you read this with your child. It tells you what's going on for the day. It tells you upcoming events. It has specific things for our parents on it every now and then. So please make sure that you look at this every day. It sits right outside the door. Read it to your child. Just get in the habit of that. Okay? All right. Other ways we communicate with you is through our monthly newsletter. Everybody got your newsletter online? That's where it comes. Okay. We need to get you signed up probably to do that. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. There's a couple of hard copies in the classroom just because she thinks it's necessary to have a couple of hard copies sitting around. But that's one way that we communicate what's going on in the classroom, what's coming up, exciting things going on. So make sure that you read that every month. Okay. You will be getting phone calls, not very often. You'll most likely be getting texts. You'll be getting emails. You will be on Facebook. Each class has a specific Facebook page that's closed, and it's just for your class. Okay. Is everybody aware of that? Yes. Okay. All right. So go there to find pertinent things. Try to get into the habit of looking at that often, like probably before you leave for school, to see what's going on, if anything is happening that you need to know about, because that's a good way. If it's anything super important, we would send you a text, most likely. Okay. But that's how we try to communicate. We try to let you know exactly what's going on and when it's happening, so that nobody says, I never know what's happening in the class. Why didn't you tell me? Well, it's been on the whiteboard for a week. It was in the newsletter. And you got a handout and or text about it, as well as being on the Facebook page. So if you don't know what's going on, it's your fault, most likely, all right? Okay, so talk to us. If you have any problems at any time, be sure to talk to me, talk to Mike. I should have introduced Mike, our president, right here.
Mike.
And so come and talk to us, talk to your class rep, if you have any problems about anything that's going on in the classroom, talk to us. Talk to Diana Stone, who is our Bates instructor. She'll be here about once a month, maybe a little more often if she can get here. She will also do something called Parent Shares Quarterly, where during your child's class time, she is in here and conducts parenting class sort of thing. Very, very informative, very important that you try your best to come to those. Okay, that will be on, that's always on the schedule. It's always on your helper schedule when you've signed up to work. It always tells you what date that the parent shares will take place. Okay, let's see. So yeah, just remember you need to talk to us and we'll try to talk to you. I really am not good at reading minds, so if you're having a problem, you got to tell me. Okay, let me know what's going on, because I can tell you why we do what we're doing in the class, right down to where we put the Kleenex box. Okay, because I believe that most of our little people are capable of getting out a tissue and at least letting us help them. But, not my water, thank you. We have this here. They can actually begin to learn to wipe their own noses and put their tissues away. All right, let's launch right into social media etiquette. It's important that on the Facebook page that you do not put anything except classroom happenings on there. No airing grievances, differences, a child's getting on your nerves. You don't get to say that on Facebook, okay? You can't say, I'm going to teach my child to start hitting your child if you don't make your child stop hitting my child at school. If that is going on and I'm not aware of it, come and talk to me. Just be aware that young children who don't have words are going to hit people, or whatever the problem is. Don't talk about it on Facebook. That's not going to happen. We can't have that. If you have a problem, talk to me, talk to Mike, talk to Diana, talk to your class rep. Okay? Everybody agree? Promise? All right. Okay. All right. Great. Let's talk about how to dress for success when you are the parent helper in the classroom. We clean our classroom with bleach water. So wear old clothes that you don't care if you get a little bleach on you that might leave a spot on your clothes. What we have in the sensory table is always messy, generally. Okay? Don't wear your nice clothes to school. The same thing goes for your child. Dress them in appropriate clothes that they can run and climb and roll and jump and dance and get paint on, because the paints are out most days. Most everybody was upset with Miss Laurel for not having had the paints out the last 2 days, but we will start having paints tomorrow because it's a very popular thing and we paint up a storm. And we always have art project, and often that involves messy paints. And even though we have paint smocks for everyone, they're not the most comfortable things, and lots of little people do not want to put them on, and I don't want a child feeling like they cannot participate because Mama said not to get dirt on their clothes. Okay, so wear old clothes. Help them to do that. We also have parent aprons if you want to. Dads don't generally put on the aprons. Moms will sometimes, but not generally. So just be aware, when you're in the classroom, you're going to get messy, okay? And so is your child. So go to your favorite thrift store, buy some outfits that are just for school. No, so you won't care that we get glue and paint all over everything, okay? All right, please make sure that you pack some extra clothes in your child's backpack for them to keep at school, because it's lots of fun to change your clothes, get a drop of water on your sleeve, and you have to change your clothes. And that's just the way it is, because it's really exciting to change your clothes at school, I guess. And children this age often will have toileting accidents and we need to change clothes, or we truly do fall down, out, get mud on us and we want to change our clothes. So please make sure that you have extra clothes in your child's backpack. Okay, make sure that your child always has coats and sweaters and hats and whatever we need that's appropriate for the weather to go outside, because we're going to go outside as often as we can. Okay, so make sure that, yes, Kels?
I got her like a splashy suit, and is that something that you guys, I was here last year a lot, so I would put it,
Yes.
put the pants
Right.
on her, but I got her like a full, like you just shove her in it and zip it up, and she can just like sit in the puddle. Is that something that you guys are comfortable doing if the parent's not here?
I think so. Doesn't sound like it's all that
Yeah, she wouldn't
complicated.
need the coat then, really, just probably her sweatshirt that
Right,
she
yeah,
already wears.
whatever,
and then- Okay, cool.
Yeah, right, just so that we can all go outside and nobody's gonna be cold, because I'm gonna take your child out. We're gonna go outside
Sit in the puddle.
regardless. So make sure that you mark your child's clothes with their names. At the beginning of the year, it's really hard to know whose jacket is whose. Please make sure that you have your child's name. I noticed today in blue class, not one name was on a jacket that was hanging up here. And they were looking at him and saying, yeah, I think that's mine. It's like, okay, good, put it on. We're going out. It really wasn't cold, but they thought they needed their coats on. So please put your child's name on their coats, on their backpacks, so we know whose is whose. All right? Okay. Please also be modest in what you're wearing in the classroom. We have to cover that according to Bates. That we don't want any extra body parts shown. Okay, be really modest in how you dress while you're at school. Okay, we follow the Clover Park School District calendar for our days off, except for their half days and their late starts. We do not do that. But for weather-related things, for snow days, we follow Clover Park. If they are closed or have half day, we are closed. Okay, occasionally Blue class, which meets in the afternoon, might decide to have class because there was a 1/4 inch of snow at 7 in the morning, and by 9 it was gone. So we will let you know how that works. But generally, if Clover Park is if they start late or they're closed, we are also closed. Okay. Also, if you are a helping parent on a bad weather day and you do not feel safe driving to school, call me, let us know, call the school phone, call Mike, and we will decide what we want to do then. Because I don't want any parent driving when they feel like that it's unsafe or they don't want to do that. Okay, and we will make adjustments. All right? Okay, what happens in the case of illness? If your child gets sick on the day that you need to help in the classroom and you cannot come to school, what are you going to do? You are not going to call me or Mike or your class rep and say, sorry, my kid's sick, I'm not coming. So what you need to do is call the other parents in your class and find someone to fill in for you, to switch days with you if possible. And then you can let your class rep and myself know who's going to be filling in for you, okay? All right. If the same thing goes if you're sick as well, you can't come. So the protocol for being sick is you cannot have had a fever or vomiting within the last 24 hours before coming to school. Okay, got that? All right. Please do not bring your child sick to school. A lot of times they'll say, I'm not sick, and you know they're not feeling very well and they're not going to have a good day at school. So be brave and say, oh, today we're staying home because you're not feeling very well. All right, we got to take a break while Mike